So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Wentz. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on now.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Completes it to Jennings. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Seahawks 7, Eagles 9.
Nice 50, nice 50.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Back at the 25-yard line.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, a run with Cohen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Completes it to Aguilar. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Why, Manny? You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you got it? 47.
Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's coming. Double up.
61. Match box light. Come on now.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number. One.
Let's go, baby.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 1st down, Carson. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
One left. Get the ball. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, not to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Check. Walk 54. I'm here all day.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Carson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. This is Carson. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards to the house. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Again, it's Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Lynch able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 13.
Zebra.
They run again with Carson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
So they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
82.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Eddie Goldman. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Greystone travel. 14-82-14.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Now, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 36, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. Go.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the 2nd half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go. Great.
Again, it's Wentz. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz to throw again. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it?
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go. Give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell.